This is my love song to you.
So I had been begging Spencer to propose on my birthday, but he kept saying no.
I was like, no, it's not going to be a surprise. We're not going to do that. That Sunday comes up on the 24th, and she is not. Her birthday was like okay for her, and
we ended up going over to my parents' house where my family all was, and we opened presents. And I was kind of laughing because my parents gave me the lamest gifts, but they told me a bigger gift was coming, but they just didn't have it for me.
On the way to when I was about to propose to her, she was like, I wish my birthday had been more special, and like all these things. I'm like, Ellis, I'm sorry, like next year I'll make it really special or whatever. So I told her that we were going to a devotional at the Institute building on campus, and she was like, fine, we'll go on my birthday, whatever.
So I just thought, okay, yeah, sure. Inside, I was super mad. Not mad, but annoyed, because I was like, it's going to be my birthday. We're going to some dumb devotional. I don't want to go. Devotionals are good, but I didn't want to do it on my birthday.
So we ended up going to an Institute building, and I was like, oh, I need to drop something off in the ambassador office. So I go in there, I leave her in the car, I take the keys and everything, and it's like freezing outside. And
it's really dark, and I'm in this parking lot by myself. There were other cars, but no other people, and I was really cold. So I was just kind of like waiting for him. I didn't know what he was really doing, but I wasn't really bugged like I thought I normally would be. I was just sitting there waiting.
Go inside. One of my buddies is in there, and he's setting everything up for me, and I get dressed back up in my ambassador outfit with the black polo and the little name tag, and he goes out and brings her in.
I go to the ambassador office and I see Spence, and he's in his the black pants and the black polo and his name tag, and I just remember being confused because he was sitting in the chair, and I just thought, like, we're gonna be late, what are you doing? And then he stood up and he said, hi, welcome to UVU, I'm Spencer, and shook my hand.
And I proceed to give her a tour of our relationship on UVU's campus, because that's when I first met her, is giving her a tour.
And then I finally realized, I all of a sudden got so, like, my heart started, I was so excited, I knew that he was going to propose.
And so I sit down, we go over some pictures or whatever, and then I place pictures of our relationship up to that point in chronological order.
I remember sitting there and my cheeks were hurting so badly because I was smiling so big, and I never felt so much love for someone before until then, and it was just so sweet.
And so I walked around campus, and then in the Pope Science building when I had taken that picture 2 years prior.
He took me to that spot again, and he had this big table set up with these beautiful pink flowers and lights, and he had the picture of me and my tour group on display there, and he had music playing, and it was so sweet. I loved it. Right then I just burst into tears because I was just so happy, and I didn't think that I would cry when he proposed. I started bawling like a baby. I was just so happy.
So I've always wanted to do this. I've had this idea of proposing since like after a mission, and it is to so when I proposed, I knelt down and I pulled out a watch and I said the cheesy line of "This is for time," and then I pulled out the ring and said "This is for eternity."
So he put it on my finger, and then he said, "Ellis, will you marry me?" And I was so happy, and I just nodded and I said yes. I probably said like yes, of course, and then we kissed, and it was so sweet. Like, I've never been that in love with someone before, and I just I really can't even describe all the words. Like, there's no words to really describe how I felt, but I was just so in love with him, and I still am, and I'm just so excited to be his wife.